Unfortunately, one of the most striking features of the Gilded Age is the corruption that was apparent in the government. Many people saw government jobs as a means of wealth, and so this is made worse by the spoils system, which is government leaders giving government jobs to friends and party supporters. Okay, so it's sort of like a good old boys network, instead of a system that fosters honesty and thrives on ability. So in the business world, trusts and monopolies had come to dominate and control the government. Money talks, and these business leaders were manipulating government officials the way they wanted them to do. People in government positions became known for their corruption. And there are three types of political corruption that were going on. Grafts, which is the illegal use of political position for personal gain. Kickbacks, which is a form of bribery where you get money or rewards illegally for doing something. And also fraud, which is, of course, deception for personal gain. So why is this corruption tolerated? For one thing, government has a laissez-faire approach. They are essentially hands-off, no intervention in the business world. Also, many people really believe in the idea of social Darwinism, which is that the strongest businesses will survive and the weakest businesses will simply die out. So this system of laissez-faire and social Darwinism allows for corruption to take place. As a result, there is a basic lack of city services. Water, providing water for the people, adequate water for the people who live there. Fire departments, and of course the tenements are huge fire hazards. Police departments, so crime is rampant. And there's a lack of social services, public services for the poor and for the immigrants. These people need help finding jobs, places to live, and also the ability to obtain U.S. citizenship. Because there's a lack of regulation by government and poor public services, there's an opportunity for powerful, wealthy people to kind of take advantage of this situation. And this is called a political machine. Political machine is defined as a political organization in which an authoritative boss or small group commands a core of supporters and businesses who receive rewards for their efforts. This is social Darwinism at its best. Okay, so you have people who are in very powerful positions, very wealthy people, who basically rally support, political support, and in return for support, they give people jobs. They make sure that people have proper police protection. Okay, they make sure people have access to water. Okay, so they are able to make things happen, and this is how they garner support. They are characterized by this kind of pyramid structure where you have a boss at the top. Underneath him, you have ward bosses who run particular neighborhoods. So, if you think about it in terms of the mafia, you've got the mafia boss at the top, and then, his henchmen who are the ward bosses who, take control of specific areas, have assigned areas they deal with. And then you have precinct workers and captains that help go around and help secure votes. There's also corruption in the form of patronage. Okay, so that's giving jobs, that's the spoil system, giving jobs to your buddies. Loyalty, grafts, and kickbacks. So the political machines offer services, like I said, such as finding jobs, places to live, citizenship to immigrants in exchange for votes and monetary gifts. They gain so much power that they control many of the businesses, access to jobs, and government, of course. Why does the public allow this to happen? One of the most famous political machines is Tammany Hall. And this is controlled by William Macy Tweed. He ran New York City for quite a while and got the support of the Democrats. He was known for lots of grafts and corruption, which allowed him and other leaders to make money off taxpayers. We'll watch a video on Tweed. You'll see why his sort of charisma gained support and also why he was despised. Thomas Nast is another character you need to know. He's a well-known political cartoonist who published in New York Illustrated first, New York Illustrated News, and then Harper's Weekly. Many of the immigrants couldn't read, and this is why Thomas Nast was so effective. So when newspapers published articles about the Tweed Ring and corruption, a lot of the immigrants couldn't read the articles. So Thomas Nast used his drawings, his freedom of press, relentlessness, and public influence to end political corruption by bringing corruption to the attention of everyone, not just those who could read. He eventually exposed Boss Tweed. Okay, and that's a picture right there of Boss Tweed drawn as a vulture. In the next video, we'll talk about some of the other scandals that were going on in government as well.